I'm live. Hello, hello, hello. Very sad news today. Very sad news this morning. Very, very sad news. We've lost a basketball legend. He's up there with the greats. Young man, 41. Hello, thanks for coming in. I'm fuzzy because I'm back in the great state of Mississippi getting some needed rest and relaxation. I survived the wedding. As I told you guys the last video, it's not going to be long, but I survived the wedding. I don't only say that because I was doing so much work behind the scenes. But rest in peace, rest in heaven, Kobe Bryant, and the other. There's 5 total who perished in the helicopter crash this morning. I'm sure that this is going to be news talked about all day. This is a sad day for the Bryant family, sad day for the other members who perished in the helicopter crash this morning. It's definitely a sad day for the Lakers family and the state of California. Kobe Bryant has been in most of our lives who follow sports, and we've known his highs and his lows publicly and professionally. And here he is, retired. How long has he been retired? Did he retire? Has he been retired a year, 2 years? It hasn't been that long that he retired. It'll be. I'm sure Twitter is buzzing. I have not been on Twitter, but I'm sure Twitter is buzzing about what has happened. Not much has been said as far as the other people who died. Evidently, there was a call about a fire that broke out on the helicopter. And this story is definitely going to be unraveling. So there was Kobe Bryant, 3 passengers, and I'm going to make the assumption the helicopter pilot makes the 5, and it is the understanding that's been reported that Vanessa was not, his wife was not on the flight. So, and I think they just had a baby. The baby may not even be a year old. So, very, very sad. But it goes to show that life is fleeting and the day is never promised to anyone. And there's so many things to get worked up over, so many petty things to get worked up over, that you get something like this that is so tragic, whether it's a helicopter crash, a plane crash, a bus crash, car crash, things that we use. And evidently, Kobe Bryant was known for this was his normal mode of traveling to do that, which is kind of funny because when I was in the military, we had a doctor who I think he lived somewhere on the East Coast, and he was also a pilot. And so when it was time for drill, he would fly his plane to the base. That's how he traveled. So this was known, especially when he was in games at home games. This was his mode of travel. Anybody that's been in California, traveled in California, or know anybody that lives in California knows that the traffic there is hellish. And so, this just makes sense to travel by helicopter. And he had the money to do it. But this news is unraveling. A lot of people are very sad and very upset. I'm sad on a more human level. I mean, I know that he brought a lot of, there are a lot of fans that are very devastated by this. He was 41 years old, young man, and still had a very growing family. And his life was cut short. But again, I'm all about teachable moments, and that this is another reason why you should always count your blessings, always um, hug your family, tell them that you love them. That brings all of that home. Anything that can be resolved. Don't let things fall as far as your anger. Don't hold on resentment and grudges, because you may not have an opportunity to resolve it. And don't sweat the small stuff. I, as I'm approaching my 50th birthday, I'm realizing more and more not to sweat the small stuff, not to sweat it, because there's a lot of things that we get worked up over that small stuff, and it's really not. In the big scheme of things to get yourself worked up over, a lot of stuff is small stuff, and really, really sad. And my heart goes out for all the families and fans in the state of California, the Lakers family. It's really, really sad. So, yeah. Hi, how are you? Happy Sunday. Very, very sad. So, if anybody wants to type in something about it, please do. If you have any new information, because, like I said, this is going to be unraveling as time goes on. We'll hear more and more about it. But I wanted to come in on that. I'm not going to stay on long. I'm relaxing from the wedding, and I want to give an update on my life. Uh, I have a lot of people who are new subscribers to me. Thank you for the new people, and those of you who have been hanging out with me for a long time. Thank you for continually to support me. Um, I wanted to give you an update because this just happened to me. For those of you who do not know, I am adopted, and I was awarded the state in New York. And one of the earlier videos that I did here on YouTube was I was actually going to pursue finding my biological family. Now, it wasn't something that I had always wanted to do. I never felt like I was missing out. But children have a way of asking questions that make you kind of ponder some things. And of course, getting older, health wise, um, it is. As far as Kobe Bryant, yes, it's all over the news. He and four other people died in a helicopter crash. I have the article. I have the article. This is from TMZ, which is where I found it. Let's see. It's really short. Okay. Okay. This one that I'm reading from is from Fox 29. It says Kobe Bryant killed in helicopter crash in California, TMZ reports. Sorry about that. So here's a picture of him. Kobe Bryant, number 24 of the Los Angeles Lakers, smiles in the fourth quarter during his game. This is where the picture's taken out. And this is from Calabasas, California, Fox 2. NBA legend Kobe Bryant was killed in a helicopter crash in Calabasas, California, Sunday morning, according to TMZ. TMZ Sports reports Kobe was traveling with four other people in his private helicopter when it crashed in Calabasas. TMZ said Kobe's wife, Vanessa, was not among those on board. The Federal Aviation Administration told Fox News the Sikorsky S-76 helicopter crashed under unknown circumstances. The FAA said it was informed by local authorities. There are 5 people. There were 5 people on board at the time. The cause of the crash is under investigation. Kobe's death comes just hours after LeBron James passed his NBA record for the most points scored in a career. He sent a tweet late Saturday congratulating James on the feat. Oh, wow, that's bittersweet. It would be the final tweet he would send. And here it is, Kobe Bryant on Twitter saying, continuing to move the game forward at King James. Much respect, my brother. And then it goes on to talk about his career. And then further on, it says TMZ reports that Kobe often used a helicopter to travel. And when he played for the Lakers, he would fly from his home in Newport Beach, California to the Staples Center in Los Angeles in a helicopter. He's survived by his wife, Vanessa, and their 4 daughters, Gianna, Natalia, and Bianca. Oh, and their newborn. He has a newborn, Capri. Wow. Wow. So it talks about his illustrious career in basketball. It's bittersweet, especially for LeBron James. That would have been a great photo op for him to uh, shake Kobe's hand after beating his score. So there you have it. There you have it. So yeah. So um I decided that I would pursue trying to find, yeah, I would try to find my biological parents or family, extended family. I did it off the prompting of my children. And so I got a notification that because my adoption was in New York State, that as of January 15th, I am now allowed access to my pre-adoption paperwork. So they are allowing now to have unsealed records. So I was like, okay, because truly I kind of got to a kind of stumbling block, and I had exhausted everything I could. I'm working with an outside person to help me with that, and um, New York is one, or at least at the time was one of the hardest states to get any kind of pre-adoption information. They in the past have made it very uh, I don't want to say hard for adoptees, but they were definitely protecting, the laws were set up to protect the natural parents, privacy and confidentiality. Let's put it that way. So the laws were to protect the biological parents, and now there's been ongoing across the United States. There has been ongoing legislature and rallying about adoptees understanding, their background, whether it's their cultural background, um, medical. I would say my driving force is medical, because for my whole life, anytime I've had to fill out anything medical, I have no information. I have no information. I don't know what's going on my mother's side, father's side, maternal, paternal side. I don't know about my history. I don't know, which is one of the reasons why I've always tried to take care of myself. I don't know if there's a history of breast cancer or, things that most people would know. And that's always concerned me. But now that they're unsealing or giving the adoptees access, so I went and got the form and gave them my ID, and I've sent that information off. So I'm going to get that update. So it'll be interesting. I'll get more information than I had before. If you archive some of my videos, you'll see I gave a story about my adoption and when I was first going through it. I would say I think I started about maybe now it's almost 2 years ago. And the last year has been really no information because I got to a point where they said, sorry, we're not going to give you any information. So now this is a new revelation in my journey, and I've now pursued that avenue. So we'll see where it goes. And when I get information, I will let you guys know. I will let you guys know. So yeah, it's about 15 minutes. I have 4 people online. Thank you so much for checking in on my channel. I will be coming back in about, unless something exciting happens or really, I don't know, unless, thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you so much. Unless something really pops up, I'm probably going to take a small hiatus because I'm doing some studying and pursuing something. I'm also going to be working on some technology with the channel. Um, I just have not had time to sit down like a lot of people and do the StreamYard and stuff. And I really would like to do it because I would like to be more interactive with people. Um, and I just have not had the time, have not made the time. And professionally, I'm pursuing some things that's going to need me to sit and study, which is good, you know. Um, I'm excited about my birthday. After this wedding, I thought that, hey, Lauren. Hey, sweetie. Thank you for coming on to my chat. So I'm going to take a little bit of a breather, and then I am now going to be preparing for my New Orleans trip, bringing it in for my 50th. Thank you for the thumbs up in New Orleans. So I plan to be in New Orleans the 5th through the 10th of March. My birthday is March 7th. My birthday falls on a Saturday, and I plan on bringing it in. My husband has uh, already sorry, my husband's already made the arrangements for the house, and my friends that were invited, I got about 80% confirmation. So the house is already set, is beautiful. And some of my friends that I've invited to come have committed, and I would love, yeah, the food and the history. So, I was here in December in Mississippi, and I never really leave the casino. I don't have a car, and really, I'm only coming here to enjoy the spa and relax. Like right now on the TV is a USA marathon of Law and Order, and that is really all I had intended on doing. But this last time, another couple came on the trip, and they had a car, and it was another wife, because normally I'm the only female that comes, but there was another wife, and she liked to travel, and they googled it, and that we were only 85 miles away from New Orleans. So the first time I was supposed to ever be in New Orleans was in March, but when it's that close and you got a car, why not? I'm literally like minutes from the Keesler Air Force Base sign. Now, that doesn't mean I'm close to Keesler Air Force Base, but I saw the sign going towards Keesler Air Force Base because I'm in Biloxi, Mississippi. But it's gloomy, it's raining outside, it's a Sunday, and it's a perfect time to enjoy a good old-fashioned Law and Order marathon. Hey, okay, Micheline, where is that YouTube channel? Okay. You told me you was gonna be doing the couponing. I've been waiting for you to upload your videos. I'm ready. My mind is here. I want to know about all your savvy hacks to couponing. So where is the couponing videos, sweetie? You already have a subscriber, and I will be more than happy to promote your channel. So we need to get this up and going, okay? And listen, there are a lot of YouTubers that do 5-minute or less videos. And I think that would be great for you to do. And just to give people a little taste. And then, as you get your confidence on camera, do more and more. But I'm looking for these videos. I need to get my couponing games on. Okay, you work. Okay, that's all I want to hear. That's all I want to hear. That you're working on it. Thank you, because I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to take on the couponing uh game. So, all right, working on it. Good. I don't want you to give up. I need you to keep that going. So, um, yeah, so I went to New Orleans for the first time in January. I'm looking forward to it in March. Yeah, love the history, and I can't remember the name of it right now, but there is a on Netflix. Hey, Miss Leo, you're on my chat. Thank you, love. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you for coming in. So I was talking about New Orleans, and there's a vampire show that I used to watch, and it was about a family of vampires that have been. Uh, yes, we all need ways to save money and couponing. I think for those who know what to do, for those who know how to coupon, do it well, and for the rest of it, it's really haphazard. So I need the nuts and bolts on what's a good coupon. And oh yeah, you like it? You like my fro? Yes, I'm being frolicious. Okay, so let me tell you about that. So for I want to bring him in. Yes, the Big Easy. Yes, listen, when they talk about the music, they are not kidding. There's so much music and art, and there's even history on the buildings. If you are looking, because I'm a people watcher, I just love to just enjoy the atmosphere of my environment. I mean, there's stuff on the buildings. There's so much history. But I'm gonna take some tours. Seriously, I'm gonna take some tours. But there's a Netflix series that I used to watch, and I overheard one of the walking tours that their house is there. I gotta go. And when I was there, I was like, I wonder which house is the NCIS house. Because there's NCIS New Orleans, and I was like, which one is their house that they do on set? Incidentally, okay, the wedding pics. The bride has not given me permission to release any pics. So that's why you haven't seen any. I had a professional photographer, one of the only negotiations, compromises my husband and I had to do. My husband did not think that I should have spent as much money uh, on photos, but as someone who, I've been married, it'll be 26 years in February. The only regret I have about my wedding is that I do not have any professional photos. I have maybe 5 photos that someone took a picture of us, but I don't have any photos. I don't have an album book where my children and grandchildren could look at us when we were young and all that stuff and the photos and all the my husband does not understand, at least as a woman's perspective, how important photos are and to capture those moments. And so that was part of my gift to my daughter, to give her some really beautiful photos. But I do have, my sister-in-law gave me a couple of photos. And I think on my Instagram, I have a photo of my daughter where she just had gotten her makeup and hair done. She's in her street clothes, she's not in her dress. But I'm going to find out if I can release. There's a beautiful photo. I'm actually going to give this as a present to my husband for Father's Day. There's a beautiful photo that someone took of right before they were getting to walk down the aisle. So it's a back picture of my daughter in her dress, and my husband, her dad, holding her hand right before they're getting ready to walk down the aisle. It's a beautiful. Someone just took a picture. It wasn't a professional one, So I'm hoping she will be okay with me releasing that on IG. But I have not been given permission by the bride to do any photos. But I don't have any because I was busy running around like a mad woman. Okay, and so I apologize, but the professional photos will be in about 4 weeks, and I paid for those, so I will probably. No, no. It says here on People Magazine, Kobe's daughter Gianna, 13, also died in the crash. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. That just came through on my, oh my God. Oh my God. Ooh, I, that just popped up on my news feed through People Magazine. Oh my gosh. You know, this brings back to a thing. Whenever I travel, especially like with my sorority sisters, because we do a lot of traveling. I'm usually main the main driver, and we always say a prayer for traveling mercies. When I get on a plane, I flew here. I always say a prayer for traveling mercies for myself and everyone on board. I don't, I have a couple of my friends. They really they laugh about it, but I can't tell you how many times because I travel a lot. I live in Northwest Indiana, which is really a hop, skip, and a jump into Chicago. And with my sorority, a majority of our community service that we do is in Chicago. So I'm on the highway a lot. And it's just a law of statistics. The more that you're doing something, the probability something's going to happen. And I cannot tell you, somebody will take the lead and just give us, ask for traveling mercies. And I cannot tell you how many times I have witnessed it myself. um just being on the road, on the highway, just watching crazy people zoom past me. I can see them from my rear view mirror going at like 95, zigzagging in and out. And I just thank for traveling mercy, and I just can't believe, I cannot so I never take it for granted um for traveling mercy. Wow. So wow. I'm going to go on people.com. Yep. Jesus. Where are my glasses? This is horrible. Oh my God, Rick Fox too? That's Vanessa Williams' ex-husband. Oh my God. Oh Jesus. Okay. NBA legend was reportedly traveling with at least three. Kobe dot Kobe Bryant's daughter Gianna, 13, dead alongside father in helicopter crash. Oh, this just gets worse and worse. I'm not seeing anything about Rick Fox. Where did you hear about Rick Fox? Who heard about Rick Fox? His oldest daughter, 13, is reported on People Magazine. Oh my God. I can't even believe it. You read it online, iHeartRadio? This is horrible. You know what? You are so right. Isn't that so true? You know what? You are not kidding. Oh, wow. I mean, Rick Fox, I can't even believe it. I mean, no life, any life lost as far as that's concerned is horrible, but wow. Wow. So Lauren, are you into numerology? Because that's like a numerology thing. Are you into numerology? Because I found out. Okay, so okay. I found out because I just got my numerology done. I had been wanting to get it done for like 3 years now, and I finally pulled the plug, and I found out that I am sevens across the board. I am seven. I am seven. That is my number. I found out that I am sevens across the board. I took a lot of copious notes, but I got my numerology done, and well, in numerology, and I don't have my notes because this was spontaneous. In numerology, your personality, your personality is involved with it corresponds with a number. Your name gives you a number. Your birthday gives you a number, and where it comes from. My yeah, I said I was very spiritual, very empathic. um I'm misunderstood, which is true. um People are drawn to me, strangers are drawn to me. I feel a lot. That's why a lot of times I have to tune a lot of stuff off. It was really enlightening. But there's a number corresponding to your personality, your spiritual number, your name also involves with a number. And it was really a fascinating thing with this person not really knowing about me. Talks about what my jobs would be best based on my number, who I'm compatible with based on my number, things like that. Then he started going on to um, talking about the numbers that correlate in my for me particular. And he said if you look back, you know that you may be drawn to certain numbers, and that if you look back on special if you look back on things in your life corresponding with that number, you'll find that that number keeps coming up. And so he was, talked about like even things like when I opened up my business, certain birth dates, all those numbers, and there's other numbers that are involved that he went into. I don't have my notes, but oh, thank you. But I mean, he was like spot on with a lot of stuff, and not knowing me, but just getting those numbers and going over the dates and stuff. It was really it answered a lot of questions. Um, that I had because after he did my kind of, I don't want to say reading, but after we went over stuff and I took lots of notes, he says, now you can ask me questions. And I asked him some questions for clarity. And he was very, 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 very informative. Like there was a lot of things that he kind of affirmed, things that I already knew, but he was really spot on. It's for those who view it as, he told me days that, if I'm looking for a doing a job interview, going to the hospital, I have certain days, certain dates that, are more important than others. I mean, it was really, really, really enlightening. I had always wanted to do it. I never did it. And then, like I said, this year I told you 2020 is a lot of seven means high vibration. Whenever you enter a chat and I see a name, oh, oh, thank you. I try to. I never really, there's a saying where it says it takes as much energy to be up as it is to be down. And you draw more being up. I'm really not a down person. And if I'm down, I really will remove myself because I don't want to give people that energy. A lot of people talk about energy here on YouTube, but I think for a lot of people who feel other people's energy, and I won't even say I feel other people's energy. It's just that I guess I never. Why are you laughing? I don't know. I see. I've never really. I mean, I know a lot of people say that they feel other people's energy. I've never been able to say that I've got a energy from somebody. I'm just really observant, and I really take the time to observe things and observe people. I have been that way as a child. I mean, people ask me because I don't gamble, and people ask me why do I love Las Vegas. Las Vegas is one of the best places that people watch for free. And long before I had a Kindle and a cell phone, this girl right here would find a great cafe to sit outdoors with her sunglasses and a nice magazine. And I would sip my drink and I would watch people for an hour. I would sit at the casino and just and watch people walk for hours. Because when you're an observer, people don't realize I'm a professional people watcher too. A lot of people walk around with no concept that people are watching them. They're in their own little bubble and they are just clueless. They just in their own world. It's really funny to watch. If you ever just sit, and what's even better than being a professional people watcher, having a professional sidekick. When you can have a partner in crime that can, like, you can feed off each other. My sisters and I would make up stories based on. Me too. Oh my God, I can't even. Ooh, I can't. Oh, and my stories be good. Your stories, I'm sure, is good. All I ever do is cheap. 3.99. Unless if you buy something, a cup of coffee or whatever, to sit and just watch people because people are not watching you. You're sitting on a bench and you've got your magazine on your lap, or you're just sitting there with your sunglasses on and drinking coffee. People are not paying attention to you. Now, somebody might glance at you, but they're not paying attention that you are just watching people go by. It is amazing. And then, of course, if you go at nighttime, people really aren't watching you because they're blitz. It's the best stuff ever. But I work in NYC and I watch people. Well, Lauren, you're a New York. Are you a New Yorker or you're a transplanted New Yorker? Lauren, are you a New Yorker? Because I'm a Queens girl, born in the Bronx and raised in Queens. I'm a Queens girl. So are you a native New Yorker or a transplanted New Yorker, which is okay. Oh yeah, I mean that's where I got my training in New York to watch people. If you're from a big city, that's all you do is watch people. So I'm getting notifications. Other people are posting. Born and raised in New York. Okay, okay. My New York, my New York girl. All right. Yeah, New York is a great place. And if you were raised in a big city, I mean it's a great training ground for watching people. So I've been naturally observant. I watch people. In fact, one of the things that I was always yes, Miss Statue of Liberty, thank you for I could oh that's nice. I like that. Um one of the things that a lot of people would tell me later after they got to know me, because I'm not one to I'm an observer. So a lot of people, yes, I think that's part of being a New Yorker. You're always aware of your surroundings. But a lot of people will always say, "Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that you were so much fun. I didn't realize that you were so cool. I just thought you were stuck up." So, my whole life I've always been misunderstood as being conceited, stuck up. And it's because really I don't have a lot to say when I'm first entering somewhere. It I don't like walking people up from behind. Pick my tables that way. I like to get a good view of where I am. I thought you were stuck up. Yeah, I mean, I get that a lot. I mean, I've lived with that, and in the beginning it used to upset me. Thank you, Lauren. In the beginning, it used to upset me, but I think because of the fact that I am observant, I when I say I really think before I speak, I really do. And sometimes it's just best not to say anything because one, if you don't have, I'm a Pisces. March 7th, I'm a Pisces. I'm a Pisces. Narob did two videos. Narob did one video with me. She with my name in it. The first Pisces video she ever did was with my name in it, and then she just recently did a Pisces video, and they're funny. They crack me up. I like to watch and get familiar before. Yes, I am too. No, we're not stuck up. People would say we're a little flighty, but stuck up, I definitely would not. I don't take myself. See, the thing about it is that the one thing that people think I am, I'm not. I never take myself seriously ever. And I think, you know, I know a lot of people that take themselves way too seriously, and that is definitely not me. And Aquarius. Oh, so we're in Aquarius season. Did we miss your birthday? Is your birthday coming up? Because aren't we in Aquarius season? I count on Leo to keep me abreast of what season we're in. I'm just waiting patiently. I'm letting everybody have their it's next week. Okay, okay. All right. I'm waiting for everybody to have their time because when it's Pisces season, I'm gonna have a good time. I'm just waiting for Miss Leo to say when it's Pisces season, and then I can have fun. But I'm waiting patiently, having everybody their time in the sun on the zodiac train. But it's Aquarian season. We just got into Aquarian season. See? Yes, happy early birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I'm gonna have to come up with my own birthday song. I mean, if Duchess Kelly Love can come up with his own song, I can come up with a birthday song. But yes, happy early birthday. But yeah, so change. Oof. Ooh, this is horrible. I mean, a family. Oh gosh, a father at that. It's just. Oof. Yeah, everybody's reporting now that the daughter. I don't even know what his wife is dealing with now. I don't even know. But I have not. I'm talking to you guys and googling Rick Fox to see if he shows up. Wasn't Rick Fox on the Lakers? Didn't Rick Fox? last team with the Lakers? I don't know. You guys got to tell me. As far as okay, so he was also a Laker fan. I mean, Laker basketball player. I am not seeing anything with him. He's not showing up yet. As far as on the internet, I'm gonna Google something else. Okay, so I'm seeing here Rick Fox not dead, was not in helicopter, but it's not one of the normal it's not one of the normal internet. It's cloudy here. It is terribly cloudy and rainy. I mean, it's now I'm here in the south, but still um here's the deal. When you have people who fly all the time, um like was it the Kennedy son? When people fly, it's just I always correlate it just like when we drive in what's considered adverse conditions. Someone who flies all the time and they deal with weather, they don't think that it's bad. And I'm going to assume that the pilot, they get whatever kind of forecast or some kind of category through the FAA to know based on the conditions if it's safe to fly, if it's severe to fly, or anything like that. So, if he flew, and let's just say maybe it was a condition that the pilot felt normal, that they've flown in it before, that it wasn't a big deal. But see, I when I read the article, they said that there was a fire. So I don't know. We don't know yet if it was the weather conditions that caused the crash. It sounds like a fire broke out, and the fire is what caused the crash, not necessarily the weather. So the FAA is going to be pulling out more info. It looks foggy where the crash happened, watching a live stream. This is a high profile situation, and I'm sure people, even the news, all the news is there. They are not going to show any. I mean, you're going to see the crash site, I'm sure. All the people who have perished aren't there, and they're going to really make a point to deal with the privacy, because the other survivors have not, other than the daughter, the other members who did not survive, have not, their names have not been listed. So we don't know the other three who died in the helicopter. And of course, that's probably pending notification and all that stuff. But none of the other survivors have been reported. And it's just coming through that his eldest daughter was on the plane crash, was on the helicopter crash. So, all right. So I'm back on. It says TMZ. Okay, there's a post updated to reflect new information. So let's see what the new information is. Okay, let's see what other new information they come up with. 5 people, including a pilot, confirmed dead. What's the new information? I'm not seeing any new information. Okay. The update. There have been some conflicting reports as to whether Bryant's daughters were on board. Update. TMZ confirms that Kobe Bryant's 13-year-old daughter was also on board the helicopter when it crashed. And it has here breaking news. Kobe's daughter, Gianna Maria, was also on board the helicopter and died in the crash. It says here, we're told they were on their way to the Mamba Academy for basketball practice when the crash occurred. The academy is nearby Thousand Oaks. And then they have a picture of him and his daughter. Her nickname was Gigi. Oh, gosh. Oh, man. Yeah. Horrible, horrible, horrible. So, hug your loved ones. Don't sweat the small stuff. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the likes. Hug your kids. And hey, babe, you got the gumbo? Okay, so let me tell you about this casino. I'm on live. Let me tell you about this casino. Thank you for the likes. So, this casino has amazing gumbo, and I haven't eaten this 320. And so, yeah, the hubby has brunch, I guess. It's so late. So I'm going to eat this gumbo, and I will be watching the news like everybody else. So, as I always say, take care of yourself and each other. Enjoy your Sunday. Thank you for hanging out with me. And I know, I promise. Well, I can't promise because you don't know what life is going to bring. But next video, we're going to have something fun. And I think I'm going to have some topics to make this light and fun to this was bad, but hug your loved ones, hug them. And I hope anyone that's traveling have traveling mercies, and wish them on me because I'll be traveling back on Wednesday. And I appreciate you guys coming in for the likes, and just hanging out and talking. So take care of yourself and each other, and have a great week. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.